All right. So, hello to all the viewers. With me, I have got a very dear student, Dr. Manav Shah, who has secured an amazing rank of 14 in the INI-CET exam. So, Manav, uh, hearty congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Really happy about it.
So, Manav, you're from Mumbai. The viewers would want to know more about you. So, an initial introduction of yourself and your college.
Yes. So I am Dr. Manav Amit Kumar Shah. I am a resident of Mumbai, and I studied at the prestigious CET Medical College and KM Hospital. And this is my first attempt. Today itself, I just got convocated, and so I got an All India rank of 23 in NEET PG 2023. And this was my first attempt in INI CET, All India rank of 14. So really on cloud nine.
Yeah, and it's great feeling, to have this result on your convocation day itself, right?
Yes, I really happy about it.
Right. Because, the first question I'll ask you, I'm sure that the viewers also would want to know about it. From a rank of 23 in NEET PG, see, majority of the candidates would have settled for that because ultimately it's not very easy learning continuously for, long hours or entrance exam. So you get a rank of 23, 9 out of 10 would have been contented. But why did you become the 10th person?
So I had one of my best friends is in PGI Chandigarh right now. Neha Rajapurkar, he was All India rank 4th in last May INI. So he used to tell me about all the experiences he has had at PGI Chandigarh, and he has learned so much over there. It was like really great listening to him, and it acted like a kind of motivation for me to go there and study with him. Like we had studied together for almost all the 5 years of MBBS.
Okay.
He was a senior to me, and we used to discuss everything possible. So
Right.
I would like to continue with the tradition
Right.
by being his junior again.
Great. So PGI is a wonderful institute, definitely. And even, my own students are there in PGI. Dr. Shagun is there in PGI. She was rank 1 and she is in touch. She occasionally messages. So she's also very happy about PGI. It's a wonderful institute, and also it's everyone's dream to be trained in INI because the quality of education that you get, yes, in addition to the good caseload and all infrastructure facilities, you're always up to date on what happens in the medical arena. And, it's definitely an honor to be trained in such a prestigious institute. Right. So very happy about it, Dr. Manav. And Manav, coming to your preparation. Now, see, to score uh, such an awesome rank and that too consistently, it must have taken so much of dedicated effort. Now, I want to know from you, how did you plan your MCQ practice and what is the importance of solving MCQs? Because I feel many candidates make a mistake of reading too much and keeping on reading without actually practicing MCQs. So what is your take on MCQ practice for exams like NEET PG and INI-CET?
Definitely agree to that, sir. MCQ is a very important part of this whole process. So what I used to do is whenever I read a topic, after 2 to 3 days, I would start solving the MCQs.
Okay.
So that I'm in touch with the topic. I have to actually actively recall the whole topic. Okay. Otherwise, if you solve on the same day, then also it is very repetitive. It is very easy to solve. And if you solve it very late, then also you might forget the topic and you might not be able to make the best use of that whole MCQ. So I used to solve about 2 to 3 days after it. And I used to solve a lot of questions every day. On a daily basis, I used to solve. And I started giving GTs also very early, like in final year itself. And I used to give GTs almost every weekly or maximum 1 in 2 weeks. That was like the least possible. And I would sit and review the whole grand test for hours and hours together. I used to make the best use of the explanations given, so that the question is actually made good use of. Whenever a question is given, we just don't have to solve it. You have to, cancel out all the options, and you have to understand the topic which is related to that. So that really helped me. The whole MCQ process solving really helped me. And I used to like grant tests and all. I used to give of like many platforms. One of them was DocTutorials. So one thing which was very peculiar about it was that the MCQs pattern, like multiple choice correct image based questions, it was very similar to the final exam. It used to cover all the important topics. Along with that, the pattern was very similar. So I used to get the idea of how to rule out the options, which question to be left. So that really helped me in the final paper as well. I was confident about writing the paper. So yeah, really thankful to the whole team.
So you said that you found the grant test of DocTutorials very helpful. Now, just let me know what were your ranks in the grant test. I just want to see your consistency.
Sir, I was in the top 5 of almost all grant tests in DocTutorials.
Okay.
Like around 4 or 5 in the past 2 GTs of INI CET. And in NEET, I was first and second in 2 GTs which I had given.
Okay, good. So there is a good degree of consistency there, and I think that is very important. And I feel, in what you said a while back, something which really fascinated me is that you started doing grant test right from your final year. Now,
Yes,
I
sir.
know that many students keep postponing grant test. Even those
Yes,
who are
sir.
dropping an year, they feel that, my preparation is incomplete. Let me finish everything and then start doing grant test. So, what is your take on grant tests? Like, when should a candidate start doing grant tests? Because candidates who are preparing for the upcoming NEET PG 2024, they would want to know, okay, when should I start giving grant tests? So, what is your take on that?
So my answer is as early as possible. So I used to, not really get very attached to the result or the score or the number of correct questions. I used to take the GTs as a learning opportunity. Like those are 200 different new questions with all the subjects combined. So I used to take them as 200 different topics I'm reading in an integrated pattern.
Okay.
So
Right.
I did not really matter. The ranks did not matter much initially.
Right.
Like in the last 2-3 months, the ranks do matter. But then I was already in the top 10 by then. So that really helped me. And like grant test, really tests your ability to solve questions for 3 continuous hours. That is
Okay.
very important. Postponing the grant test is a very big blunder, which I guess a lot of people make. They think that they will study the whole, syllabus once or maybe twice, and then they will start giving GTs. So I don't really agree with that. It is always better to start giving early, so that the more exposure you get to a lot of integrated questions, that will really help you in the final exam.
Okay.
So all the time planning, time management, which question to leave, how much to leave, how many questions, how to attempt. Some of the questions which I didn't even know the topic about, I could just solve based on looking at the option. Like there was a question on COVID severity, and every option looked very, very severe. And one option was like chest involvement of 42%. So that was one question I remember, which I did not know the answer about, but then I could solve it because of the exposure I had in many GTs. So yeah, that was very important in the whole process of the GT solving is very important.
Right. Right. Great. So, and also just tell me about the number of questions that you attended this time for INI.
So sir, I had attempted around 188 questions, and based on the various recall videos I watched, I was getting around 165 to 168 correct.
Okay, right. And also just tell me one thing, even in the grant test that you used to attend, was your attempt in this range, 180, 190, above that?
Yeah, I used to solve around 190 to 192 questions in every grant test.
Yeah.
But this time the biostats had a lot of questions which were really out of the range. So I
Yeah.
did not really attempt them because the negatives really, degrade your rank. So I
Yeah.
used to be very alert in that, and I used to leave questions frequently in INI then NEET.
Right. So this is very important. All the viewers should understand that for exams like INI, NEET PG, if you want to be in the top league, you have got to give a good attempt. But again, you have to slightly strategize, because I'm sure on another grant test, he would have actually given 190 plus or 195 plus. But
Yeah.
since there were a few tough questions from biostatistics, he took a step back and reached, but still, he attempted around 188, right? Okay. Now, Manav, just one more question on the exam this time, INI CET, was it a
Yes.
conventional question paper that you expected, or was it slightly out of the box?
It was slightly difficult in a way that the previous year's questions were really less compared to the past years.
Okay.
Like previous, there were around 100 plus questions of PYQs. This year, it was only 30 to 40 questions of PYQs. There were a lot of image-based questions, like direct images, which were asked. So it was slightly more difficult, and there was a lot of internship-based questions, and final exam clinical questions, like the order of auscultation of valves. When you are doing internship, we were actually taught on how to fill the what is the order of filling the bulbs. Like the first bulb which is to be filled is the blood culture bottle, then the blue bulb, then the red bulb, then the lavender bulb. So all those questions really helped me.
Okay.
I guess that was a very determining point. So doing my internship pretty well, I knew all the catheter sizes and all pretty well because I used to do it every day. So
Good.
that really helped me. Like this was slightly difficult and different from what I had seen in the other INI previously held.
Right. So even when we conducted that INI mock exams in DocTutorials, I think all the questions were not exactly PYQs. Yes, there were some questions revolving around PYQs, but I suppose there were some new questions as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, coming to, social media, because for many candidates, social media is a distractor. And I know that Manav was there in our academic groups. You were there in my Telegram group of medicine. You were there in the DocTutorials, NEET PG, Elite Wizards group. So how did you use social media academics, like in a disciplined manner?
So I used to be active on social media in a way that I used to solve a lot of questions from it, especially Telegram and WhatsApp.
Okay.
Like you used to post questions almost every day, and they were really difficult, but it was fun and they were very conceptual, right from Harrison or standard textbooks. So really made medicine very, very easy. Especially I'm very good at neurology, a fan of it right now, thanks to you. So social media. Other than that, I did not use very frequently. But for the study purpose, yes, there were Instagram pages which I had joined, about images and frequently asked topics. So all those things really helped me, in making use of the time which I was tired. I did not, have the energy to open the books. Did not have the mindset to go and solve questions. Right. So you are kind of just flipping through the scroll. You're just scrolling through the pages and you just learn some things here and there.
Right. Right. Good. So basically, even in the WhatsApp groups as well, sometimes I would post some questions directly from the OP. Like, patient comes, maybe a scan or a video of the patient, and then, so that you all get the actual experience of the actual patient itself. Right. Now, all must be happy at home. Tell me, what are parents feeling right now? So was it very anticipated as well?
Yes, sir. I saw the result with my parents itself. Right. As I said, I was getting convocated. Okay, so they were really, really happy. And we're going to have a great party tomorrow, as it is Mother's Day anyway.
Great. So happy Mother's Day to all mothers as well. And especially, to Manav's mother, she must be really, really proud. So Manav, just definitely, one last question to you. See, yes, sir. You have got a candidate who is entering into internship. So internship obviously is hectic in most of the colleges. But just tell me, how did you strategize? Can you just give some general advices to interns, those who are starting internship now? Some of them would have already started preparation. That is one group. They have already started preparation right from their final year itself, or maybe even before that. But some candidates who are very new to this, but can you just give some advices for these two group of candidates? Starting with first, definitely, I've already started some preparation. I've done so and so, but how do I proceed during internship?
So, sir, internship at KM was pretty heavy. So, what one thing I learned throughout internship was my time management. Whenever I used to get time, even if I have 1 hour of time left after a 12-hour shift, I would dedicate it to studies. Okay. Like I did not waste a single moment here and there. I used to, keep solving continuously. The first thing I used to do every day was solve some of the other question. Start with 5 MCQs a day. So that really made sure that I'm utilizing each and every moment that I have throughout the internship. And for the two groups, as you said, ones who have already started preparing and they're, really good with the theory part, I would like to say just keep revising whatever you have read and start solving MCQs frequently. And along with that, focus on the commonly asked topics like the PYQs better in a better way and in an integrated way. When you are reading pharma, like associated with patho, physio, similar topics. So that will really help you in solving those questions.
Okay.
Like I had a lot of integration questions. So if you're able to do that, it will really help you solving the questions. And so, don't have to jump from one book or one resource to the other. Just stick to one resource. Whatever you have done till now, just keep revising it again and again. Solve questions frequently. That is one thing. And for the other group who hasn't really started well, you guys don't really have to worry. So, a NEET and INA, what one thing I saw was it is a lot more based on, commonly asked topics, which is common everywhere, and it is taught everywhere. And like those are the PYQs along with the commonly asked topics. So if you really focus upon them in the limited time you have, you don't really have to get carried away with the competition and the ranks that you get.
Okay.
You have to keep working hard for the last day and try to, give your best. Don't really care that you're getting 3,000 rank, 5,000 rank initially. Ki mera kya hoga? That does not work. You have to just keep working every day. Just try your best, give your best, and try to make good use of every moment that you get, and keep solving frequently again. Solve PYQs very well. Give GTs frequently, and that will really help you. Like you can make the best use of the time, and you can do really well. Anyone at any point of time can do well. It's never too late to begin.
Right. So basically, if I summarize what you said for the two groups, I think, the first group should go for PYQs. In fact, both groups should start off with PYQs. Maybe the first group can start watching the integrated MCQ discussion videos. Even in the DocTutorials app for the viewers, there are integrated MCQ discussion videos, where more than one faculty, we have discussed a particular topic together. So you do the integrated MCQ discussion videos as well. And then you practice, as you rightly said, keep practicing MCQs and also start doing grand test as well. Whereas the other group, what he said is start with PYQs just to get an idea first on how this works and how are the pattern of questions. And then you judge. Maybe if you have got some weak subject, maybe spend some time for watching the hours, a few hours of the video lectures. And then depending on your strong and weak subject, you can decide whether to go for the main videos or just like, DocTutorials also has, we have got the QRP videos. You can watch that as well. Okay. But I'll tell you the common message that he gave for both the candidates is, he is in a hospital which had a very hectic internship, but he said something, even if you have got 1 hour, or maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, please spend that for studies, because otherwise many would actually think, okay, anyway, I could not study for most of the day, the remaining 1 hour also let it go. But he did not do that. And but many such days, these 1 hour, it actually counts. And finally, he has got the result. And it is very evident, he's not from a college where the internship is light. He's from a college where the internship is really hectic, and to score such a amazing rank, hats off to you, Manav. And all the best on your big day. And I'm happy that you got this news on your big day itself. And, hoping to be in touch with you. Definitely let us know during your, the medicine residency as well, because you already told me that you are going to take MD medicine from PGI Chandigarh. So let's stay in touch. Any doubts you have during your residency, please feel free to ask. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.